been ages since I've been on here with a deck review. So here we have a surprising tarot. If you can hear the rain, I'm sorry. This is the Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss fan tarot. The reason why I'm bringing this to light is because the wonderful artist, Quam Roll, if that's how you say your name, Quam Roll, I'm so sorry, Quam. But they were in the middle of making this and they have the art up on Twitter. And it came across my feed because I love the Hazbin community. I love it. I've been with them in the fandom for like 4 years. So, hence the background being one of the characters here as a playmat. But the artist had them up on Twitter, all their art pieces, and I reached out and said, hey, I used to be part of or am part of the tarot community, and I know some people who would be able to help make this possible. I could just get the site that they used and the dimensions and stuff, and you'll have your deck. And here's the deck. Like, it's in a clamshell box. I did not know it was a clamshell box. This is what this is called, clamshell. I thought it was gonna be like a tuck box. So like, you know, the standard, you know, tuck box, like the little paper thing. I thought it was gonna be one of these. Like, just it's not. It's a huge quality thing, worth the money. It is up on playingcards.com. I think I'll put this link below anyway to this particular one. There is one without the fancy box, but I digress. We should just look into this, and I need to do this a full review. This is the way to come back after being away for so long. So yeah, let's get into the box. Okay, so once you've opened the box, you see the little white booklet, which I've had the honour of co-writing with Quam. So I helped with the meanings for which character is for which card, and they did we kind of mixed our meanings with Rider-Waite and Marseille. God, it's been a while. But this is a Marseille deck. So it's a French tarot style because the artist is French, or French origin. So we're gonna have a look at the little booklet first before we get into the deck. And it comes all sealed like this before I go. It has a little plastic little holder. It's beautiful. The quality of this deck is insane. But here is the little booklet. So I co-wrote this with... It's so weird just to think that I co-wrote this. It's so weird seeing my writing in a booklet, let alone a book. I'm just like mad. So like, it's crazy to see something like the moon here, because the moon card can represent underlying insecurities or represent emotional issues resurfacing. However, Luna's present, so Luna's a character that we'll see in the majors, and I wrote those little, like, the little character parts, and then we kind of went with whatever meaning was for the card. But like, yeah, it's just so weird to be holding that in my hand. So weird. So the box is a beautiful... It's kind of a deep brown more than a black in the light. I don't know. But there's the lovely red inside. I'm going to put this here for now. And we'll start. Now this is, as I said, it's Marseille style. So it won't have the Fool at the start. The Fool is at the end in Marseille. So the first is the Magician. But here's the backing. It's this demonic eye, and it's like... It's not reversible, which is nice. I love that. I don't know if I'll edge this in red, because just to make it match, but I still love this. Like, the decks, the card stock is phenomenal. I just gave them the dimensions from like indie tarot cards I followed before, and I'm like, this is the dimensions my friend uses. Try that. And this is like, they had the tester, and they were like, that's it, I love this, I'm done, we're fine. So, yeah. So here we go. Get into the little flip through them.
So just to make it a little less distracting with the playmat in the background, just put down this like red background so we can actually see the cards. But yeah, so this is the Magician, this is Husker. There's Husker. It's phenomenal, I can't get over this. Yeah, Husker represents the Magician because he is a gambler, kind of character. I'm not going to get too much into it. Okay, so this is the Popus rather than the High Priestess, because it's in the terms of Marseille. This is Nifty. Okay. She's the maid. We have Charlie, who's the Empress. Now, Charlie isn't a mother character. She is the motherly figure, I feel in some cases. Like, she cares so much. Then we have the Emperor, which is Alistair. There we go. This is a mix of Hazbin and Helluva Boss, and Helluva Boss is a series on YouTube. I will link all these below. This is the Hierophant. This is Osmodeus. We have the Lover, which is just one lover, because it's Valentino. I like how it's just one lover, because it suits this character if we get read into it when we pull some cards. And then we have the Chariot, who is Velvet. And then we have Justice, who is Cherry Bomb. And then we have the Hermit, who is Moxie from Helluva Boss. And this is my favourite character. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's Serpentius. Serpentius is my comfort character. In this whole thing, he's my comfort character. Millie is Strength. The Hanged Man is Angel Dust. The Death card is Blitzo. Look at that. It's amazing. Temperance is Vaggie, or Vagatha, as Serpentius calls her. The Devil is none other than Lucifer Morningstar himself from this universe. The Tower is Vox. He is an Overlord. The Star is Octavia. The Moon is Luna, as we were mentioning before. The Sun is Stolas. Judgment is Adam. Yes, as of Adam and Eve, this is Adam. The World card is Lilith, who has not appeared in Season 1, but her storyline is coming out in Season 2, hopefully. We don't know yet. But yeah, she's in the universe. And the Fool is Fizzarolli, of course. So, given that those are the ones that are like the decorative cards, they're the majors. The rest is more as I said, a Marseille rather than a pip deck. So we have the Pentacles are all Mammon coins. So they're all coins from Mammon. Just zoom out a little bit. So this is all the Greed coins. They're all like it's just standard. It's not a pip deck because there's a difference between a pip deck and a Marseille deck. This is a Marseille deck. So it has all the standard like coins and such. But then we get into the pages and such. So we have like a little pet that they can get. It's like a fly chihuahua and a horse for the knight. And then we get into the court cards, coins or queens of coins, because this is these are two characters in Helluva Boss. Glitz and Glam. I nearly forgot their names for a minute. They show up in one of the episodes. Then we have Mammon, who is obviously the sin of greed and is more money orientated. Then we have cups, which are filled with this gluttonous energy of like a lava lamp, because that's what the character Beelzebub is like. So then we go on, we have another chihuahua character, little chihuahua, and another horse for the knight. And then we have the queen herself, Queen Bee, that's her name, Queen Bee. It's just Beelzebub, who is the sin of gluttony. And then we have Tex, who is King of Cups. Of course, it's Tex. Look at him. It's great, Tex. Then we have swords, standard swords, going through there. And then we have another little chihuahua character. I don't know what they are. They're just flies. Good. So yeah, we have another horse, and then we have... Oh, I didn't even know she was in this deck, because I try not to spoil myself. I only wrote about the majors because I didn't want to spoil myself. And the court cards are all the same. It doesn't matter who's in them. So the Queen of Swords is Carmilla. I'm not surprised. Carmilla, I love this character in Hazbin Hotel. She is amazing. Love her. Oh my god! I knew who was in these. I didn't know who was what. But this is Zestial. He's the oldest overlord. He's like from Shakespearean times, because he speaks with like thou, art, and thy kind of thing. This is Zestial. Overlords are beings who have collected a certain amount of souls, and they get that rank. So they become like the higher ups in the hierarchy of the sinners, which are like the people who die, like humans who die. Then we have Wands, which is Lucifer's little cane. I love this. This is amazing. It's weird holding it. It's so weird holding it. Okay, so we get into the Page of Wands. So these two are usually just different color variations, because that's how Marseille decks work. Then we have Queen of Wands, which is Verosika Mayday, who is in Helluva Boss. And then we have King of Wands, which is Striker. I'm not surprised. So Striker's quite of a I'm gonna get shit done and not think of the consequences. He's more of a Knight of Swords in that sense, but the King of Wands is very, I got a plan, I'm gonna follow through on it. Right, so that's the little flip through. Very thrown together because Marseilles are very repetitive and they're not as like art decorative as a Rider-Waite. So let's just get into a quick reading. Okay, let's get into a reading. I was just shuffling it there before we started recording again. It's lovely to shuffle, actually. It's really nice. If I can shuffle it properly. It's really nice to shuffle. It's not too, like, flimsy, like how Llewellyn tarot decks are, and it's not too stiff like some high-end indie decks. It's just beautifully done. It's like, oh, look at that. It's beautiful. I will not be riffle shuffling this. I'll just be doing that, like the side shuffle. They shuffle. They feel amazing. We'll do 3 cards and just see what reading comes up for you guys and see what we have, so we can just read the book as we go. Yeah, let's see what comes up.
But yeah, overall, I've been busy, and I'll do a little update while we're shuffling. I had a job, as in past, and it took over most of my time because there was night shifts and day shifts, and it was all over the place, and it was a lot of working from home. And then by the time on the days I was off, I would just want to sleep because I was working so much at night. And it'd be like ridiculous hours as well, like 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. kind of shifts. So yeah, I just thought it would be better to... Unfortunately, I neglected my tarot and my tarot channel a lot. And yeah, like had other... I picked up reading, which is a nicer thing to pick up on. I felt like tarot was... I had to distance myself from it because I didn't want to know certain things. Like, I still practiced it, but it's just more like... I didn't want to know everything and rely on it so much as well. It was one of those kind of weird, like, hiatus kind of things, I guess. Oh, this one wants to come out. But yeah, I want to see what comes up. Ooh. Okay, that came up. And then we'll do the bottom of the deck. Cool. Right, let's see what comes up for this deck, and we will read the book as we go. I still can't go over my writings in a book. So, we'll do like situation, action, and result. So what's the situation we're dealing with? The devil. Oh, we're dealing with Lucifer Morningstar himself. I will zoom out so you can actually see this. Yep, there's Lucifer right there. So we got Lucifer. We got Lucifer Morningstar as our first card. So the situation is there is something controlling you, something holding you back, and someone maybe telling you, no, that's not how things go. So the devil in the book here, it says, not all devils are the epitome of evil or controlling and toxic beings. Lucifer, as we know him, seems to be consumed by his past, or our past can be like a chain that binds us, and it's sometimes easy to fall into despair and hopelessness, but we have the power to break free from it. Now, that is just the meaning of the character. Now I'm going to read the meaning of the card. The devil is the card that represents the power of fate over a being, the visible hand of the dark part of each person. Often the devil appears when someone begins to give too much power to the dark half. For example, by allowing themselves to sink into an addiction, into uncontrolled behavior, by surrendering to fleeting pleasures, it's time to become aware of your flaws and confront them. And it's okay if it takes time. The main thing is you fight to stay afloat and not sink into truly destructive behavior. That makes sense, because as much as I am upset that my job is gone in this scenario, I have picked up bad habits. I know I have. And I want to get the habits back to the way they were rather than before I had the job. So, yeah. And like, even in anyone's situation, that makes sense. I want to see what this is involved in, though. Oh, we got the... How many is that? Oh, it doesn't do the tens. It just says, like, the numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of swords, not surprised. You feel betrayed and backstabbed. You're really drained. Oh, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. Yep, anxiety and all that stuff. I'm just going to shuffle that a bit, just in case. Just get a bunch of swords at the top. Yeah, I'm stressed, or there's a sense of failure in this because of if you've given into those situations. Oh, we got the Emperor. So we got the Emperor. We have Alistair there. That's Alistair. If it's zoomed in correctly, yep, there's Alistair. He is the Emperor in this case. So he's, in the sense of the hotel, he is actually the manager. Yep. Or executive producer, as he calls himself. Ha, funny. Protection, authority, and preservation. As manager of the hotel, Alistair is a pillar to the hotel's future success, guiding Charlie to be his equal on their venture. He can aid her in her potentials and Princess of Hell, as Princess of Hell, but he gets recognition in doing so for his own gains. So if you watch the show, Alistair is a very self-centered, goal-ridden person, but in the sense of the Emperor, he provides protection and defends the things he cares about, like the hotel or Charlie in this sense. We don't know we actually don't know his true goals in the show, but I'm just saying, like, he represents this. So it feels like you are here protecting the goals that that you want to achieve, even though right now the situation is you've slipped off the conveyor belts that you were on and wanted to do your own thing, but you kind of sank in too far into those toxic behaviors or self-destructive behaviors, and now it's time to get back on track. And the last card is the Queens of Coins. Queens of Coins, it's plural, love it. So this means the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles in anything, represents a time to reflect at home and be like, okay, let's fix your comfort area more than anything. So let's figure out where you are most comfortable, make it clean. Like today I did a lot of spring cleaning, like the floor is immaculate. I just need to bring the rubbish and laundry downstairs, but like the floor is clear, I can see it. So there is a clear path in these things. Definitely look into, because these two are very goal orientated in what they want to do in their life. They have an aspiration to be entertainers, so in this sense, follow your goals to the end. Like, but you know, don't back down when people tell you you're not worthy. There's no point in it. Like, I would love to be a streamer. Like that's the thing, but it's not going to be like a financially stable ideal. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you think practically, like, that's my passion, but I can't just dive headfirst into that and hope for the best. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no guarantee in that. Do you know? Whereas like with this, is just saying, have more confidence in settling in at home, in your new home, or if you're moving or anything like that. Have more confidence in organizing your comfort space first and go from there, because once your comfort space is clear, the rest will follow. I definitely feel like, yeah, look, King of Wands. I'm not going to read that upside down. Actually, let's see. That's what it says upside down. Knight of Wands. Or King of Wands, sorry. Let's see. King of Wands. So reverse is lack of energy and rudeness. So that makes sense in this case if that was upside down. But like right side up is entrepreneurship and ruthlessness and pride. So be like, I feel like this is like a flip-flop with this King of Wands. So like, yeah, you're ruthless in what you do. You are very in control of your own tasks. But upside down, there's like, you need a backbone, I get it, but there's no need to be rude about it. So like, if someone says, no, you can't do it, you don't just tell them to F off. You just go, I hear what you're saying, but this is my choice, and I want to do this, and I want to see it through. Be assertive rather than aggressive, I feel. And then the last three cards, which are like the energy of the deck, of the reading, was the Five of Cups. So that means like financial Five of Cups. I always get them mixed up with the Five of Coins. Five of Cups. Grief, unwelcome change, disappointment. Yeah, that makes sense with the devil here. So that's the theme for this one. Then we have the Star. So wishes are coming true, and, you know, there is a fulfillment and things could be achieved. And Octavia is a character that wants certain things a certain way. Like, there's a big change in her life. Like, her in the show, her parents are going through a divorce, and that's a big change for anyone. And even if it's like the likes of moving out or getting a new job or your job being taken away, that is, you know, a big change. And giving the universe your little to-do list, going, I want to achieve these things in the time being. Can that be done? Yeah. And then we have the Empress, which I'm not surprised the Empress is here since the Emperor came up before. So the Empress is where, like, you see yourself in the end goal of things. So we see, like, let's see, rather than relying on the book here, it's all about abundance and stuff coming in. I just want to see what it said about Charlie. So let's just read what it says about Charlie that I wrote, because it's been a minute since I wrote this. So Princess Morningstar is the Empress for the way she loves and cares for others. A mother doesn't have to birth children to become one. Charlie has a Mother Goose energy about her, and she will fight when it matters. This just cut up so weirdly, sorry. She will fight when it matters most to defend and protect those she loves. So, if you watch the show, you understand that she is a very protective character when it comes down to it. But yeah, that's the reading, I see. So there's a lot of abundance coming in once you clear out do a spring cleaning, do a declutter of things and get rid of the things you don't need anymore, because that's the main goal here, I think. Yes, this horrible thing happened. Yes, there is a financial instability, and you've given the universe what you want, and it's listened. Now you're like, what do I do? I wasn't expecting this change. You're like, well, you didn't ask for it. Like, you actually requested this, and in order to bite the bullet, you have to rip the band-aid off first before anything happens. So, yeah, that's the reading, and that is the Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss fan tarot. I will leave that there, my lovelies, and see you all very soon. I hope to get back into this and do more readings. I will definitely be looking into the decks I have not reviewed yet, because I did get a few in the time that I've been away. So I'll go through the ones I haven't reviewed and go from there. But I will leave it there, and see you all very soon. Bye!